Hello.
Hi there.
Hiya.
Oh no, I was about to make a reference I cannot make anymore.
No,
I'll tell you all after. Anyway, welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast where we usually put the tea in reality, but you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. I say something gay, and I'm still drinking sweet tea, as I was the last time we recorded about an hour. Because I said
Why am I down here now? Oh my god, I've been degraded. Not this. Not degraded. The whatever.
Oh no, the white man's oppressed.
and the person of color has moved to the top. Hi,
Whatever.
I'm Aneesa Long, also known as Sam Damante Verde, also known as Sam DMV, your fellow friendly 5'3" trans non-binary Filipino Canadian mentally unstable hot mess, hailing all the way from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Scarborough, if you want to be specific. And today
Did you say Scarborough? Scarborough? That's what. I heard Scarborough.
Scarborough, if you want to be specific. And today I'm still drinking my Valerian tea with honey and lemon, because apparently it helps sleep.
Sure. And I'm Lewis. I'm a canny laddie from Manny. I don't have a drink, so I'm just sucking on this strawberry flavored lollipop. Is it strawberry or is it raspberry? One of the two.
That's gonna get you down.
Oh, I went to candy music.
Candy music.
Love that.
Well, we are here with the first of, I think, 3 or 4 videos that we're going to be doing. Thank you. I don't know who turned that on.
I don't know.
I think it's 3. Thank you. Just make sure to turn it down so it doesn't drown out our beautiful voices.
There we go.
I'm gonna say I think it's 3. I think the first of 3 videos that we're gonna be doing, discussing the Norwegian Melodi Grand Prix for 2023. We're back this year with a different format, which thank God, because I mean, I'm not gonna speak for we. I hated last year's format.
Mm-hmm.
And we just made Lewis aware of the format and some of the songs that did not beat the Wolves with bananas. So
I don't know. I'm still for the Wolves.
Anyway, so there's no heats. There's no gold duel bullshit. We have 21 artists competing over 3 heats. And then a final consisting of 9 songs where a winner will be crowned.
That's 3.
What?
9.
You're doing great,
9,
sweetie.
I was trying to count with my fingers.
Just put the lollipop in your mouth.
Not this here today. So today we're going to be talking about Heat 1, which is happening later on this week. We'll be doing this weekly, so over the next 3 weeks we will have videos dropping for Melodi Grand Prix, and then in our Heat 3 video is probably where we will do our overall rankings. Oh wait, no, we're gonna have to do a 4th video.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Yeah, 4. That's what I was thinking as well.
Once we have all of the heats done, then we will rediscuss the songs, talk about the live performances from the heats, and then give our overall final rankings. I have to say, Heat 1, this is a strong heat.
This is a strong heat.
Yeah, good luck Heat 2 and 3.
It's a lot. We will talk about one very specific edition that makes me very happy. And everybody already knows because I've been tweeting incessantly about it. Follow me if you don't. Links are below. But so Heat 1 is happening on the 14th of January. We have 7 songs we're going to be talking about today. 3 of them will qualify. Which 3? It honestly could be any of them. I could, in certain universes, see any of these 3 songs qualifying.
Any of these 7?
Any of these 7. Words are hard. I'm still recovering from being sick, so sick brain is present and accounted for. So,
Right.
with that being said, shall we dive in?
Let's
Let's
get
dive
into it.
Fabulous. We're gonna start with Alessandra Mele. The song is Queen of Kings.
Crazy
This is
good.
Wrong.
Crazy
Wonderful.
good. I love this so much. So mesmerizing. Like it genuinely, it feels so powerful. Like the effects on the build to the chorus is so mesmerizing, and there's something so powerful about the the vocal effects on top that's put on top during the chorus, and the whistle note. Like, hello, the whistle note.
It's great vibes. The beat was incredible. The syncopation she has in this is great. This is a spectacular entry.
This is spectacular, and I would love to see this on a Eurovision stage or just really any stage.
She genuinely sounds like she's the ruler of some kingdom.
No, that's literally what I wrote in my notes. I put like mighty. She sounds mighty. Yeah, it almost gave me, I don't know why, a bit of like Run to the Hills from Melfest last year.
Sure, okay.
But the thing is, I didn't like Run to the Hills.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you did. But I love Queen of Kings. I felt like it was done better than Run to the Hills. And it also kind of gave me that like Hammer of Thor energy in a way.
A little.
Yeah, I feel like if she is able to hit that whistle note live, it's got potential to win.
Sure. I think this has a strong potential to qualify. Again, this heat is very strong, so it's honestly going to depend on how the people of Norway are feeling. That's the other thing I was going to bring up. It's 100% televote.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I think this has potential then.
Yeah, so each of the 3 heats are 100% televote. The final, interestingly enough, is actually 50% televote and 50% international jury.
Does that mean international jury? That's interesting.
So some countries do international juries if they don't have enough like jurors.
Okay, that means William from Wee Wee Blogs.
Not necessarily. A lot of times, from what we saw at least last year, it means prior Eurovision representatives from other countries.
Okay.
So I know
there's definitely been situations before where William from Wee Wee Blogs has been a part of the jury. I can't remember.
He was a part of the jury. Oh Jesus, he was a part of the jury for Denmark last year, I think. Something like that. He's been a juror for a few of them. I know Katarina from Goe has been a juror a couple of times. There was one selection in specific from last year that I remember, like all of my favorites from 2021 were a part of the jury. I think it was ESCZ actually, now that I think about it.
Right.
It might have been.
It might have been because I remember Goe. I think Tix was a part of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Angela Peristeri was also part of an international jury at some point. And from what we see, a lot of the selections are doing international juries this year, which is an interesting change. I actually like it because, again, you're appealing to international juries in the final. And with the new format, a lot of countries have been changing the way that they do things. Overall, I love this new format for Norway. And I think the new format for Norway will really benefit Alessandra here.
Yeah, this is, I think, such a strong heat, but this is one of the standouts, most definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
Incredible song. Yeah.
Let's move to Byron Williams Jr. and Jowst. The song is Freaky for the Weekend.
Jowst was all about grabbing the moment last time he was at Eurovision. I don't think he really grabbed the moment this time around.
There will not be a moment to be grabbed.
Nope.
No. I love the beat and like the robot-y vocals in the back. I love that. I don't think Brian's voice suits this style of music. Yeah, I'm not convinced by this song, really.
I feel like
not at all.
Yeah, even I do like Byron's vocals. The lyrics themselves seem a bit kind of old fashioned as well.
Maybe it is that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the disco vibe though, like this kind of disco energy I get from it, almost like a candy music in a way kind of thing.
Oh, my mind immediately went to "Freaky" by Sunit. It's a lot of the title as well, but the vibes were very similar. Yeah, so like Lewis said, Jowst has competed vibes. Jowst has competed before. He competed at Eurovision 2017, got 10th, and with the song "Grab the Moment," which is, like you said, a very, very different song. Again, one of the other things that makes this heat in particular very difficult is that there are 3 prior Eurovision representatives in this heat. We'll talk about the other 2 shortly, but I just don't think this is the moment for Jowst to grab.
No.
All I wrote about the song is this is just no.
Yeah.
It's a shame, given the standard Jowst set themselves at during 2017's Eurovision. So, oh shit, I just hit my microphone. But yeah, no, not really feeling the song at all.
It feels, and I don't mean any disrespect when I say this, it feels sleazy. That's the vibe I got after
I get what you're saying.
I catch the
it's like, oh, we're gonna go out and the girls are looking good and the bros are doing bro shit. I'm like, I don't need that in my life. No thank you.
Yeah, like that's kind of what my mind immediately went to, like with this song as well. Hence, like me calling it like old fashioned, you know?
Yeah. I was just like, I'm fine. I don't
know if that's. I mean, it works to some people. I just didn't feel like it worked this time. No.
I could see a universe where, like, I think an older demographic of fans, if they're voting, would like this song. Unfortunately, I think that will have something to do with it. If I'm being honest with you, I'm gonna be honest. I hope this doesn't qualify for the final because there are 6 other songs in this heat specifically that I think are better than this song. That's just me personally, but
I'll agree.
Yeah. No.
Let's move to, I'm going to say Eirik. I don't know. If your name is not pronounced Eirik, I'm so sorry. Eirik Næss. The song is Wave.
I feel like this is where I disagree.
Yes, because I like this.
I like this.
I didn't like this.
I understand why you don't.
Yeah.
Because it is a very specific kind of song. For me, this taps into like childhood memories a little bit. I grew up listening to a lot of different kinds of music, but I remember specifically when I would visit my family in California, they listened to a lot of Jack Johnson. And that's what this song gave me. It gave me Jack Johnson. It gave me that like laid back, like beach music almost. And I have such a reverence for that. It's a cool vibe. I think the vocals are really well done. I understand why not everybody will like this song, because it is a very specific genre that either you really like it or you really don't. But for me, I really enjoy this.
I guess it is the Marmite of music.
It really is.
It is. Yeah. No, because I'm kind of there with Logan because I also kind of grew up on Jack Johnson specifically. Ever since Curious George, at least.
Sure, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So this, I got Jack Johnson from this. I got a bit of Philip Phillips, Walk Off the Earth almost.
Yes.
Kind of that indie alternative kind of vibe, which I enjoy as well. He's got a great voice. I think it's missing a punch though, and there's not really like a moment. You know,
I would agree with that.
He doesn't have a moment. Also, I said this Loki sounded like a Chevrolet commercial. Sounds like something you would hear in a Chevrolet commercial.
You're not wrong.
It reminds me of a few Avicii songs. This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just struggled to get into it. That it didn't do much for me. It felt
That's
very.
fair.
It felt very not one-dimensional, but like it didn't have these like key parts that was like, okay, well, none of that kind of stuff. I really struggled to get into this.
I get that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I absolutely understand that. Like I said, I grew up with this kind of music, so these are things I'm gonna gravitate towards. I always gravitate towards female ballads, laid back beach music, and country music when it comes to Eurovision selections. Like that's my like bread and butter.
I mean, I notoriously hated Estonia last year, so
and I loved Hope. So
I also
I get that.
Hope.
Let's move to Kate Gulbrandsen. The song is Tårer i paradis, Tears in Paradise. Now, Kate has represented Norway as well as Eurovision. She competed at Eurovision 1987 with the song Mitt Liv and got 9th.
She, I mean, that makes sense. Not in a like offensive way. She does sound like someone that's more mature. And the fact that she competed that long ago. That being said, I was pleasantly surprised by this song.
I really like this song.
I like it. I like this. She's got a great voice. And really I think what really sold me is kind of her lower notes. I love that kind of spot.
You love a female alto.
Yes, I'm a huge sucker for a contralto.
You are, and I love that for you.
It's the contraltos and the whistle notes.
Yep.
I really wasn't expecting to love this as much as I did. Such a great song. I love the chorus, the violins when they come in. Love the violins on this.
Yeah. The way that
such a strong voice.
The way that the song subtly builds, and I think the orchestration has a lot to do with that. I found it really lovely. I didn't know what to expect out of a song in Norwegian. I don't think there were that many in last year's selection, if I remember right.
There weren't that many, yeah.
No, but I was really pleasantly surprised by this song as well. I definitely agree. A lovely voice. The only thing I said, it kind of starts very abruptly, and that didn't really like mix with the overall vibe that I got from the rest of the song. But otherwise, this is a really solid entry. I genuinely have no clue how this will do. I could see this qualifying to the MGP final. I could see this getting dead last. Like that's kind of like, and that's no disrespect to Kate because I think she's an incredible artist. No. Again, very similarly to Freaky for the Weekend, I think if older Eurovision audiences are paying attention to this heat, I think there's a chance that Kate could qualify and get into the final if people recognize her from her prior appearance.
Right. No, yeah, that's definitely going to be a factor.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed this.
I enjoyed this a lot, and I hope it gets respect in the votes.
I hope she gets the recognition that she deserves for this song.
Exactly.
So let's move to Rasmus Thall. The song is Tresko. Now, this song was actually co-written by his girlfriend, who I am a big fan of. So this song was co-written by Farida, who competed in MGP last year with the song Dangerous. One of my personal favorite non-qualifying songs from the national selections last year. Love Farida. If you're listening, girl, I love you. You know that. I've already told you in your DMs.
Feel free to call
I would love. But so yeah, this is her boyfriend who she co-wrote the song with him, and his brother, and the song is actually about his brother, and about some, I guess I would say, traumatic experiences. She talks all about it, and so does he on like their social media, so go check that out. But yeah,
I love this.
with all of that being said, I like this.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't love it as much as at least I would.
Again, for me, I've said it a lot this season, it's lacking a little bit of substance. For a song that's only 2 minutes and 12 seconds, it's incredibly repetitive. But with all of that said, the vibe is fantastic. The beat is great. I think his vocals are great. I'm a fan of this.
His flow is amazing.
Love the beat on this. I feel like it's going to be very fun on a Eurovision stage. I'm glad I know the context of the song now. Very groovy. Also, is he saying TikTok Tesco? Because as a British person who's
Tesco. Oh no, TikTok Tresko.
Tresko, yes, that makes sense rather than Tesco. If anyone visits the UK, Tesco is a brand of shop.
A lot of people will in May.
That's true. Yeah, check out Tesco. I'm assuming there's a Tesco in Liverpool.
Probably.
I'd personally advocate for Sainsbury's over anything else. Anyway, such a love me some air horns. Sam knows that.
Sure.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Again, this selection is really strong.
Yeah. Oh, and also, okay, so from what I got in translation, in English, the title means clog.
Clog? What, like
there's
a toilet?
Yes, there's a specific reason for that. Again, Farida talks about it on her socials.
I understand it as
a
metaphor.
Yeah.
So what I wrote, the pocket is insane. The vibes are immaculate. The meaty bass riffs for me. The singing is kind of goes hard. I don't know. I very much found the singing kind of hype. My only one thing, it could be less like gappy. There, I noticed like, especially like towards the end, it got gappy. So I just wish that was kind of filled.
And I would understand that in a song that was closer to the 3 minute maximum, but it's not even close.
Right.
Like that was honestly, I really, really like this, but that was just like, I if I'm gonna critique it, that would be my critique. Is just that there was too much of that gappiness.
And I wish it was longer. Actually, I
do too. But
yeah,
it's time.
Oh, we're using full name.
That's what she has. That's what it all is.
I mean, that's what it says on Eurovision World. I wasn't sure. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
My queen, my icon, Ulrikke Brandstorp, back. I'm going to go ahead and say, to claim the fucking crown that she deserves and to compete on a goddamn Eurovision stage. So the song is honestly, Ulrikke won MGP in 2020 with the song Attention, which is one of my favorite Eurovision songs of all time. Like, it is in my top 5 favorite Eurovision songs ever. I don't know where in that top 5, but it's there. And obviously she was not able to compete because of the Panini press. And the Norwegian delegation decided not to offer her their spot for the 2021 contest, which obviously was won by Tix.
Also, do you mind if I interject a bit?
Of course.
Sorry. Because I want to give a special shout out to Kano as well, that competed in 2021.
Monument should have won point blank and the period. I love it.
But it did win OGAE.
Sure did. I'm going to let y'all go first with this song.
It's an okay song. No, no, I love it. No, I'm kidding. I love it. I really do. Love the build to the chorus. Like that bit. I don't know how to describe that bit. Just
syncopation. Syncopation.
It's
yeah, love that bit. Such a powerful song, such a powerful Eurovision song. And the instrumentation gets so powerful on the chorus. I'm like, such a complete song, so right for Eurovision. I love the forever, like I love the forever. I don't know which bit I'm referring to in that, but I haven't heard it.
Was it the
I've only heard it once.
The lyric in Norwegian?
Maybe
the lyric in Norwegian translates also to forever.
Okay. Yes, the clap bit, the bit where everyone's gonna be like clapping, like big. That's gonna be so beautiful on the Liverpool Arena stage.
Yep.
This is the most complete Eurovision song I've heard in selections so far this year.
I agree. No, I absolutely love this. Again, Ulrikke is another one of those singers who can nail the heck out of a lower range.
Yeah.
And like when you're referring, like, and you hear that in the pre-chorus, kind of building up to the chorus, which I loved. Chorus insanely powerful. The bridge super dynamic, and I think this has potential to win Eurovision 2023.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I think this will win Eurovision 2023.
I'm gonna wait until I hear Loreen. I'm waiting for Loreen.
Yeah, I mean
that's fair. That is fair.
I'm waiting for Lulu Lamont as well.
Lulu Lamont as well. Yep.
I think Eirik versus Loreen is going to be the story of Eurovision 2023.
I think I would agree with you.
I would agree. I would agree.
I'm trying to find where she gave the explanation for this song. So, this song was actually written about her best friend and manager, who I don't know if they have any other relationship beyond that, but that is their current connection as we know it to be.
Yeah.
And how there were a lot of tumultuous things that happened after winning MGP and then not going to Eurovision in 2020. A lot of setbacks, how they kind of drifted apart. And this song is about, reclaiming the connection that the two of them have. This is just a complete masterpiece in every possible way. I don't normally do that thing that stan people do where you defend a song for hours on Twitter. However, I did that with this song the other night. She is just a beautiful human with just such a beautiful talent. And there's so many good songs in this selection already, and we've only heard a third of them. But I'm pleased to the people of Norway, please send her back. Please. I don't care what other quality is in this selection. She waited 3 years to come back for a reason. Let her perform, because y'all will get Eurovision in Oslo next year. That's all. There are not enough positive things for me to say about this song. And it's very rare that a song impacts me in the way that this song has. And honestly, the last time I felt this impacted by a Eurovision song was Leslie Roy's Maps, which was the first Eurovision song I ever heard. So I
assume first Eurovision song you ever heard knowing it was Eurovision, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I'd heard Waterloo before, and I had heard Ne partez pas sans moi, whatever. Yeah, I'd heard all of those. I had actually heard Euphoria before as well.
Euphoria. That's what I was
I
going
have
to
also
say.
heard
Yeah.
Euphoria
as
before.
well. But when I dove into Eurovision, the first song I listened to was Maps, and then I went back to the 2020 contest, and I remember listening to Attention, and that song gripped me. It just please send her back, please. That's all. We still have another song to talk about, and that's Umami Tsunami, featuring a bunch of white men with the song Geronimo. From what I understand, these are 3 individual artists that came together to create this group.
Okay, so Umami Tsunami is these 3 people.
Umami Tsunami, I believe, it's like an Avicii sort of situation where they're like they're the like hosts. That sounds so weird, but like they're like the instrumental people, and then Kyle, Kristian, and Magnus are the
vocalists.
At least from my understanding. I could be wrong.
Okay, this is the part of the show where I give out my perfectly inoffensive award.
Make it
I wouldn't even give it that much.
Okay, wow.
I don't like this.
Okay, I quite liked it.
Why?
I don't know. This is just the kind of music that I enjoy, I guess.
Okay.
It wasn't too terrible. It wasn't too great, and I guess it was just difficult. It may have been the strength of the heat that it's competing in that I think it just doesn't hold up to a couple more or a few more of these songs in the heat. I put the boy band of EDM, and that would make sense if Umami Tsunami is just a DJ or an EDM, whatever the fuck.
It seems like it, yeah.
Yeah. I love the fast bit in the rap, the bit where it's so fast that you can't even tell what they're saying, kind of thing. I enjoy really, really fast rap. But I think the gimmick of this song wears off after a while.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does. I think the chorus
is
the catchiest thing I've heard this year in a national selection.
For sure.
Unfortunately, I feel like this song is so imbalanced because the chorus, I think, is phenomenal. And I think every other part of the song is horrible. Whichever one of these 3 is singing the verses needs to go to a diction specialist, because I could not understand a single fucking word that they sang, even with lyrics in front of my face. It all blended together, not the fast rap part. That I can understand where like things blended together. The verses blended together. And I was like, I don't know who's singing, but they need to go take a couple more vocal lessons, because it sounded like it sounded bad. There was no enunciation, and it was just so imbalanced. And I felt like, and I've said this about a few songs, it feels like these are 2 different songs from the verses to the chorus.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think that's what kind of put me off as well with this song, because it has potential, but kind of in execution, it needs a bit more work. Like this would like definitely need like a revamp if this were to like.
If this qualifies for the final, I'm gonna be mad.
Right. I think the main thing I like about it, I like their voices, and I just love the energy of it all. I'm not the biggest fan of like the songwriting though.
Whoever sings the Geronimo part, he has a great voice. Like whoever's the lead vocal on that part, great voice. Submit a song by yourself next year. Like it just didn't do it for me.
No.
Well, We've come to the point in our program where we give out some points. Lewis, would you like to begin?
1 second.
Oh, are we changing?
Honorable mention goes to Rasmus's girlfriend. I can't remember her name, but
Farida.
Yes.
Farida. No, Farida can't.
Farida, I'm so
Anyway.
sorry.
Okay, I'll start.
Our universes are
Wow.
colliding.
Holy shit, my mind.
Anyway, Lewis, 4
Yes,
points.
4 points, and you shouldn't be surprised by this. You shouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry. That is.
I'm not surprised.
personal thing.
I'm just disappointed.
That's fine.
With that said, my 4 points goes to this piece of shit song.
Copy paste.
Work, Diva.
My 5 points. My 5 points go to that song.
Party.
There we go. Okay.
My 5 points go to Geronimo.
Copy paste.
Oh, look at us. I don't know if we will continue to have the same list.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I love how you shortened it to Umami Tsunami. I just went the whole block and had the entire.
That's fine.
But yeah, that's my 6 points.
So what's unfortunate is my top 5 are all really, really strong. I feel really bad putting this here, but my 6 points go to Tresko.
And that's where we differ.
Yeah.
So my 6 points will be going to Wave.
Yeah.
Okay. My 7 point, and from here on out, I'm happy. I'm fine. Whatever happens, from if any of these 4 qualify, I'm happy. My 7 points are going to Kate Gulbrandsen.
Wow. Okay. My 7 points are going to go to Wave.
My 7 points, I will be copying pasting from Lewis.
Okay. My 8 points go to Rasmus Thall with Tresko.
My 8 points go to Kate Gulbrandsen.
My 8 points will be going to the Tårer.
We have the same 10 and 12.
We sure do.
And hopefully in the right order.
Hopefully in the right order, Lewis.
Let's find out. My 10 points. Alessandra Mele, Queen of Kings.
Copy paste.
Copy paste.
Okay.
Yay! Yay! I mean, was there any other option here? Honestly, was there any other option? Yes, that was an intentional pun. Please send her back to Eurovision, please.
I do love Alessandra though.
Alessandra has a great song.
Yeah.
And I think she should come back next year for her spot.
It's horrible that both, like, only one of them's
I
gone. Because I would
know.
love Queen of Kings to get her moment. It's such a fucking solid song.
It's a
But
great song.
honestly, there's many reasons why honestly should have. I mean, the story behind it, the vocals, the production value. Yeah.
I'm really hopeful.
Yeah. So I just took a look at the poll on Eurovision World right now. We are not surprised on our top 2, and it's not even close.
I'm just surprised that Geronimo's getting. I mean, it's a long stretch between the top 2 and everyone else, but Geronimo is up in third on the poll right now. Yeah.
Like I said, the chorus, the catchiest thing I've heard all year.
For sure.
Like,
Geronimo.
Anyway, that's that on that, this, that, and the third. That's become my new outro. I don't know why. That's that on this, that, and the third. I don't know why.
Not even the fifth?
No, not the fifth.
Right, we've got Elsie Bay in next heat.
I'm so mad that Elsie has to lose again this year because I know her song is going to be quality.
And I have I don't know anything about her, but I have a bias towards Elaine Thorpe in Heat 3 because obviously
Sure.
my surname is also Thorpe.
What? No way.
Whoa.
You know, yeah, crazy. I'm like 10% Norwegian and I didn't know it. I don't know.
Pretends to be shocked.
I'd be very, I'm totally up for doing a DNA test to see if I'm actually ready to in some sort of way.
Anyway, make sure to subscribe, like, share. We've got 2 more weeks of heats after this one. And then we'll be doing our final video where Ulrikke will probably be my 12 points again. Let's just be honest. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo. Lewis doesn't have a cup, but it's fine.
Sorry, I completely lagged and I didn't see you doing cheers. Hi, bye everyone. Woo.
What do you want me to say?
Fairy tale.
What do you want me to